Hey, Spectre Senence here. This is Spectre Studio's first real um, Dust Warfare BatRep. Me and Spectre Wile are going to throw down. He plays SSU, I play Axis. This is kind of basically our first game that we recorded. This was the only footage I had, but I kind of wanted to throw it up there. We can kind of I wanted to show a little bit more of the different games we're kind of doing. So it's going to be a bit of a narrative storytelling type of aspect, so you can kind of see the forces because it's kind of overhead. You won't see a lot of the detail that you normally get from some of our bad reps before with our free moving camera and stuff. But again, I wanted to let you kind of see something kind of go into action. We're pretty excited about this. This is also going to lead into a lot. So the first thing we did here is I'm going to go through a scenario campaign against me and Spectre Wile because we're both having those forces and we've been building them up. So we thought it would be great to kind of start our narrative and work with it. This is 200 points of Axis. I don't remember a lot of his forces. I'm kind of like remembering some of the things as I recorded this. I think Yukov or something was one of the lead characters he had. He was doing a lot of commissars and he kind of blobbed them, put the commissars and then kind of joined the squads up. So I'll go through the story as we talk about moving forward. I remember having Angela as my lead character as a hero into that from our restrictions. So we each had one hero going into that. This was pretty new, so our forces were also pretty new. Some of the cool things about Dust Warfare are the facts of walkers and stuff like that. We didn't really. I had a light walker. He had a grandma. At this time, so we didn't really kind of include them right off the bat. We kind of went to our theme of our troops and what we worked with. So I got a really heavy armored Axis troop. I really dug that and went with that. And of course, he's got a lot of infantry. So we're gonna go with that. Scenario is from the first book on the first scenario out of the main rulebook, March Battle. So the deployment is unprepared. There are no fortifications, and initiative set as normal. So the victory conditions are basically a player that has sustained momentum and inflicts the most damage on the enemy. Each player earns superiority points equal to the AP value of all enemy units that have been completely destroyed or retreating at the end of the scenario. In addition, each player earns superiority points equal to the AP value of all friendly units with every miniature completely within 24 inches of the opponent's table edge. The player with the most total superiority points wins the game. So preset, we didn't do like the scenario builder for the tournaments in the back of it, which is a very cool addition of Dust Warfare. But again, this is our first ever BatRep. Let us know how you think, and hopefully you're going to be seeing more of these. The year is 1947, somewhere between Europe and Russia. Russian forces are moving across to engage the Axis powers. Here on this battleground, an SSU's command unit, pushing forward, scouting the area. The area seems empty to them, barren. The forest cloaking most of the Axis movements, until finally the command Axis team reveals itself. Using the woods for cover, the Axis forces cloak themselves as they move into position against the SSU. Hidden amongst the trees, the infamous Axis agent, known only as Angela, leads a group of heavy laser grenadiers. A deadly, reputed sniper, Angela Wolf is one of the most infamous assassins of the Blitzkrieg Corps, and one of the most dangerous people on the planet. The battle commences as the first crack of a rifle pierces across the battlefield. The command engineer never knew it hit him. Immediately, they call upon helicopter support to let them know that the Russian cavalry is nearby. However, Angela's shots must have scared the commanding officer, as his coordinates were far off, striking nothing but the barren earth, inflicting no damage to Angela and her heavy grenadiers. In return, the deadly assassin sniper fires across again. The machine gunner from the command team struck between the eyes, dropping him instantly. Knowing that Angela is protecting their flank, the commando troops moves easily in the woods, fearless of any retaliation. At this time, the soldiers start to come in. The Schuer platoon, having seen no real enemy except the small unit of the command team, bring in the heavy recon grenadiers. The heavy flak grenadiers move off to the far left. The command clears the woods, setting a position to oversee the battlefield. The SSU command, knowing the deadly accuracy of Angela Wolf, have decided to retreat, no longer willing to press the matter across the woods. That allows Angela and her heavy laser grenadiers to move forward, maintaining their objective, covering her comrades. And again, the heavy recon grenadiers pushing, fearless, into the SSU lines. The SSU start bringing in sniper teams. Far off and to the right, in the cloak of the woods, they begin to start spotting the targets of the heavy recon grenadiers. One of the snipers' shot is accurate. And one of them go down. The second team flanks the other side. Confident that they can eliminate the pressure from the heavy recon grenadiers. However, the movement apparently has disrupted the snipers. At this time now, the main body of the SSU's forces have arrived. The first is a combined rifle team squad. They move forward, and again, seeing the fast pushing recon grenadiers fire their rifles. Although they are accurate in their shooting, they are not, however, as deadly. Only one is shot down, leaving one sole grenadier remaining, but they have not eliminated the entire threat. The SSU continue to push in the middle, and the combined assault units they fly to the center, rapidly moving to put new pressure on the Axis forces. The battlefield, which was almost barren on the SSU side, is suddenly filled with many soldiers of the motherland. The Axis forces soon find themselves completely outnumbered, and the numerical advantage swings to the SSU side. The medic trying to revive any of the comrades of the command team, but Angela, as deadly as ever, has made sure that they were put down for good. The lone sergeant of the heavy recon grenadiers removes his suppression. Is free to act. Fearless. Pushing forward, defying the danger of all the fire that him and his unit have suffered. Again, the heavy recon grenadiers move forward quickly, pushing into the SSU lines. Angela fires, but this time the retreating command has wise enough to cover their heads. The command unit, helping, revives one of his comrades, and getting up from the ground from being wounded. The unit is restored almost back to effective strength. Sniper team arrives. Laying in the barren field, looking to be deadly accurate. Having seen Angela's success, the young sniper is willing to help. However, he is not as accurate as Angela. His shot being a tree. The enemy snipers unharmed. The SSU, having much more contained units, seize the initiative. The rifle squad continues to move forward. Coming in late to the battle theater They need to press forward, taking this opportunity, without any reaction ability from the Axis, to get right up into their face. Where the SSU Soviet forces are at their deadliest. The combined assault squad, now almost in the middle of the battlefield, was ready to charge into those small units of the heavy recon grenadiers. The Axis forces, taking their time in their command, needing to inflict heavy casualties, begins to fire away. However, the young sniper in the corner, again, still too raw, entirely misses. The wounded and heavily shot at heavy recon grenadiers took the higher side, looked to punish the assault unit. However, wounded, weary, they failed to hit anything. The heavy recon grenadiers behind the woods, firing through the trees and the bushes. They are able to inflict minimal casualties. Only 2 of the numerous assault unit are killed. The command team, again, very aware of Angela Wolf, trying to keep the command of their army, continue to move away from her fire. The medic still unable to recover anyone that Angela has shot. The SSU snipers now look to dominate the far top of the battlefield. They begin to maneuver forward. However, their rifles, although they are numerous as a team, are slightly shorter in range. The other sniper team firing away. The pressure of the battlefield has seemed to have gotten to the SSU snipers. Or perhaps the units of the Axis are just too small. Having lost their patience, they're unable to hit anything. Now close to the enemy, the combined assault look to put the pressure on. First, though, the combined rifle team looks to see at least finish off those 2 remaining heavy recon grenadiers, one who's risen from the grave. Only the rifles are in range. They fire away. However, the heavy armor of heavy recon grenadiers shrugs off those rifle shots. Leaving it up to the assault units to do the damage. No longer suppressed, led by their badass hero, they begin to split their fire into the 2 heavy recon grenadier units. However, the well-concealed recon grenadiers behind the woods seemed to not be able to have the effect, the assault Yuta was looking for, many hitting the trees. Those shots that did get through the armor, it was just the heavy moving forward has apparently exhausted the SSU rifle. But the last of those units are wiped out from the side. So at least one of the Axis units is destroyed. The command team now having to move forward, having lost one of their recon grenadiers, move forward and fire into the assault. 2 more killed. Angela sees their opportunity, and they also move, ready to support the command troop as well as the heavy recon grenadiers. The grenadier lasers are short. Angela looks to shoot a different target. But in her sniper ability, she drops one of the snipers. The heavy flak grenadiers eye the rifle teams. However, they begin to realize that the sniper team is much more deadlier. When one of them already dead, they seek to pour on the fire. The rockets fly across the air, blasting to the corner of the ruins, and he's unable to survive. And that has ended the turn.